being that you were so close next to him, not heard the same things that he heard?
Oh my God. Is there any reason why he would hear it and you wouldn't? Ask the guy who says he has issues with his hearing. Hey, you all. It's your girl, J9 Eve, and we are going to watch our precious Daryl. He is going to be interrogating, cross-examining, whatever you want to call it, a lady cop. That's a twist. A lady cop. You know how he feels about the ladies. So this should be interesting. Let's hope so. All right. So, Daryl, well, I mean, look at the look on his face. He's about to ask his first question, and he's already looking like this. He ain't even started talking to her yet. And he already has his face of contempt all ready to go. So, yeah, there's that. All right. All right, Daryl. What do you got to say?
Thank you. Any cross, Mr. Brooks?
Yes.
Of course.
Officer Schneider.
You know her name.
It would be fair to say from the video footage that was
No.
shown that you were standing directly next to Officer Butchrin. Is that correct?
That is correct.
For any reason, would you have, being that you were so close next to him, not heard the same things that he heard?
Oh my God.
Objection, I think that calls for
Grounds.
Well, first of all, Daryl, you know how everybody else in the courtroom can hear the judge just fine, but you keep complaining and turning your head and doing this? Because ears. Because whatever it is that you're looking at. Because life. Stupid. Because life. Okay? Oh my God. Is there any reason why he would hear it and you wouldn't? Ask the guy who says he has issues with his hearing. You off to a terrible start, Daryl. Just terrible.
Grounds.
Calls for speculation.
Grounds. Daryl thinks if he says grounds fast enough, he wins. They'd be like, objection. Grounds. Right. Did I win? Did I get it?
It's sustained. Next question.
How long before you saw the approaching vehicle?
I heard radio traffic about it going past the barricades, and I would say it was a couple seconds later that we saw it coming down the street.
Okay.
Did you observe anyone being struck at that time?
I did not.
Did you observe anyone being struck after the vehicle passed you?
I did not.
Would it be fair to say from the video footage that was shown that the vehicle passed you in maybe a second, if that?
A second to 2 seconds. Yes.
Do you think that would be enough time to get a clear description of who was driving the vehicle?
Yes. If the person in the car almost hits you, you tend to pay attention. You tend to not look at anything other than that. Like, you tend to notice things that kind of get stuck in your head as well. They're harder to get rid of than random things that you see. So Daryl, that's how those work. Those things that are above your mask that keep getting on my nerves, they're called eyes. Try to remember that. I already told you that, Daryl.
Yes, I do.
And why do you believe that?
Because eyes,
Because I
Daryl.
saw the driver very clearly.
You saw the driver very clearly in 1 second.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Your face is ugly and memorable. It's like if you see a crocodile driving, you're not going to forget that. You're going to be like, it's a crocodile. I saw it. It was a crocodile. No, you're not telling me anything different. It was a crocodile. I saw it. It was behind the wheel. It was just like this. It was a crocodile. I know a crocodile when I see a crocodile. Oh my God.
And do you recall if the driver had hair?
I do.
Do you recall if the driver was wearing a hat?
I don't recall that.
Do you recall anything that the driver may have been wearing?
No, I don't.
Do you recall seeing anyone in the back seat?
I couldn't see the back seat from my position.
Why could you not see the back seat?
Because of eyes, Daryl. Because of eyes. Oh my gosh. Can I ask you a question? Why would you drive through a parade? Did anybody ask him that? Oh, that's why he didn't want to do that's why he didn't want to testify. That's the first thing they're gonna ask. Daryl, why did you drive through the parade? What was that about? Like what? He'd be like, I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 5, 5, 5. Dave Chappelle.
Because there's front seats in the way.
Were there any tinting to the vehicle that you saw?
Not that I saw.
So you saw no tinted windows at all on the vehicle?
I do not recall seeing tinted windows.
Stop trying to trip somebody up. Hey, Daryl, do you remember driving the car? Hey, Daryl, did you see that lady cop when you were driving the car? Hey, Daryl, did you drive over the children? Oh, get up underneath of this prison. Why am I still talking to you? I don't understand this law thing you're talking about. This justice? Is this justice? Stoning would have been appropriate. I'm just saying.
Would it be fair to say from the video that there was a barricade set up at the cross street of Buckley?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I don't know if I could do this anymore, you guys. It's weird him asking her these questions because he's the guy who was driving the car. Do you remember seeing me? What was I doing? Did you think I was cute? You know, like what is this?
Yes.
Would it be also fair to say that
No.
you couldn't turn down Buckley Street because of the barricade?
The street was barricaded.
Could you make a turn down the street that was barricaded?
You could make a turn, but it was barricaded.
How can you make a turn on a barricaded street? How would you be able to do that?
If a vehicle were to slow down, the barricade could be moved.
Ah, got you.
So
Ha ha. You thought that was going a different way, didn't you? I always catch him in the weirdest. Look at it. Look at this. Would it be fair to say that I'm dry? Would it be fair to say that nobody likes me? Is that fair? Would it be fair to say I'm so unbearable my mother wouldn't let me in her house? I was living in my car. That I couldn't even legally drive because I didn't have a license because I had back child support. I guess you wasn't traveling either, Daryl, because you can't do that without a license. Oh no, you can travel without a license. You just can't travel when you got back child support. He wasn't supporting his kids. He didn't give a shit. This man didn't care about nothing. When I tell you nothing, I mean nothing. He was terrorizing his mom, grandma, children, nephews, everybody he encountered, he terrorized. Him going to jail is like one of the best things that happened to humanity in a long time. Like, start to lose faith until he ends up under the prison, and then you go, ah. So there's some good. There's some good.
vehicle would actually have to stop
Mm-hmm.
and then make the turn.
That's correct.
Oh my God.
Were there any law enforcement officers posted at the barricade?
You
On
tell
that
me,
side of the
Daryl.
street near Buckley, we had a reserve officer, I believe.
Do you recall if any one of those officers or officer attempted to stop the vehicle?
I couldn't tell you about that.
Was there any report of the officer that was standing at that barricade to stop the vehicle?
What is this? Like, what are you trying to prove? Daryl? Like, if she gives your version of the correct answer, what then happens? Like, do you go, aha, gotcha. Now take these cuffs off. Gotta let me go. Watch me strut. Oh my God, you know what I just realized? I've never seen Daryl walk before. Oh, yes, we have. When he was roaming around the town trying to get away. Yeah, never mind. I've seen his walk.
Again, I couldn't tell you about that.
So to the best of your knowledge, only you and Officer Butchering attempted to stop the vehicle?
To the best of my knowledge, yes.
And there were other officers present?
The other individual who was present is not a sworn patrol officer.
Were they law enforcement?
No, they're considered a reserve officer.
Were they wearing any gear that may have identified them as an officer?
I don't recall what that officer or that reserve officer was wearing.
Oh my God. I want to know what your point is, Daryl. I want to know what you're getting at. Like what what is the perfect, like if she was going to give the perfect answer that was going to be your like aha moment, what would that answer be? Like what are you like what would be the most ideal thing that she could say? Cuz I would love for her to just say it so that we can still see that it didn't matter. Get underneath the prison. Underneath the prison. The prison. Prison. You should tattoo that over your other eyebrow. I still don't know what's tattooed on his eyebrow. Somebody said it was red rum backwards, murder, murder. But I don't know if they were just messing with me or not. Like, was that true or was that just a joke? I joke so much, so my people in my comments, they joke with me a lot. So I can have a hard time telling whether they're telling me the truth or not if they just fucking with me. So somebody tell me for realsies, what is this tattoo on his eyebrow say?
Can we show exit 17 again? Or exhibit, sorry. Excuse me. Exhibit.
It would be funny if it said Daryl. Somebody would have pointed it out already if it was, though. They would have been like, oh, your name not Daryl? Then why you got that on your eyebrow, Daryl?
17.
You want it published or just shown to the witness?
I want it shown to the witness.
Permission granted.
Actually, can we show it to the whole court?
Permission granted, it's been received.
Well, before you play it, can you pause it? Before you play it,
Come on.
would it be fair to say that at that intersection that has the red light facing towards the camera, that there is, in fact, someone who appears to be law enforcement standing right there?
Objection vague.
Grounds.
Sustained.
She just said,
Rephrase.
she just said vague.
Would it be fair to say that someone standing at that intersection that appears to be wearing the same police vest attire that you are wearing?
Where?
Objection vague.
Grounds.
Why is he saying grounds? Like she's saying vague. That's the reason. What are you saying grounds for? Like, like Like, why does he hurry up and say grounds like that? Like she goes, object or whatever. He just shouts grounds. Like he's gonna run out of time to say grounds.
Mr. Brooks can use the touch screen on his monitor as well, correct?
Correct.
There you go. Circle him.
I'm gonna overrule the objection. I think what he was asking is clear enough, so he may answer.
There is an individual on the Buckley side of the intersection wearing a high-res traffic vest.
Is it similar in any way to the
this
vest that
thing,
you were
maybe?
wearing?
It appears to be so,
Look at
yes.
this thing. I don't know.
So would it be fair to say that the appearance of them wearing the same attire as you, that they would be easily identified as law enforcement?
I would go so far as to say that they would be at least highly visible to people. Yes.
With someone
I
who's
would say I would assume that person was definitely working there right now. That's as good as I can tell you. Okay. Oh my gosh. What, I think you are a lawyer because you're wearing this suit? No, because you got a tattoo on your eyebrow. I never understand why people tattoo their faces unless it's like some kind of, like, you know, like people in, like, I don't know if it's like Hawaii or something, someplace like that. They do like this tattoo. It's like a tribal tattoo thing that they do, like here, like the women, you know. But that's like tribal like type stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like when people like do tattoos on their faces, it's like you're really not thinking it through. Like as you age, your skin on your face is gonna droop like a mother. Like ain't nobody gonna know what that is. And if you try to go get a facelift, you're really screwed because then it's gonna really be morphed. Like, you know, you get older, you want to get a facelift, and now you got this thing that flipped inside out. Half of it's missing because they cut some of it off. Like, you know, you gotta think things through, baby.
not in the law enforcement field possibly for any reason mistake them as law enforcement?
Yeah.
Possibly, yes.
Oh my God, what is your point, Daryl? Don't make me regret pushing this button.
Can you play it just for just a couple of seconds so we can get a clear look at the individual that I'm referring to?
Yes.
Exactly how many seconds, Mr. Brooks?
I don't consent to being called that name, but 2, maybe 2 or 3 seconds.
Oh my God, Daryl really does need to prioritize. You need to prioritize. Like right now is the time. She's already trying to rush you with this thing, and you want to stop to point out that your name ain't your name. Like,
Pause at the 3-second mark, Your Honor.
Thank you.
this is sad. It's sad because of the fact that you know he's coming. He's just gonna come shooting up this street, like shooting down this street, and just ruin everybody's lives forever. Like this little girl in this purple here, traumatized. These people dressed like Santas or elves, traumatized. Like all these people are about to literally have just, and then look, there's people up on the balcony in this building up here too. See this building? You see the little people on the balcony watching? And they're just gonna be watching this. And now, as we speak, as I'm making this video, they have these visuals in their minds of this that they just saw. That's crazy.
Can you go back a second?
Judge, it's not possible to jump back in 1 second increments.
Go back to the beginning, please.
Let's see if he's getting to a point because it's not feeling like it.
Right there.
Ask your question.
Do you know that individual right there?
I don't recall who that was, no.
Did you see them at any time attempt to stop?
Oh my gosh. Why does that matter, Daryl?
Can you put up exhibit 18 for the court?
All right.
You just want this presented, not played at this moment? Just confirming with you.
I'm probably gonna play it too
We'll get it up first.
for the entire court.
For the record, exhibit 18 is on the screens. Do you want it played, Mr. Brooks? Do you have a question at this point?
I want it played, Your Honor, if I may.
The whole thing?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, permission granted.
Pause it right there. Would it be fair to say that that was just a horn that was heard?
No, I don't hear a horn.
Yeah, I didn't hear a horn either, Daryl. But you know what I did hear? I heard somebody yell, "Oh my God!" And I hate to be that person, but it definitely sounded like a black woman. Which I didn't. I'm just saying, he's gonna replay it, and you tell me that didn't sound like you didn't get a visual when you heard that the loudest yell that you hear, but just
You don't hear a horn.
I mean, come
I
on.
do not hear a horn.
Can we start that from the beginning?
Sure. For the record, Mr. Brooks. When did
Objection. I do not consent to being called that name, Your Honor, nor do I identify by that name.
Oh my God!
Pause it.
What the?
Would it be fair to say that
Right? You heard that, right? Let's see. I got good ears. But you know what I didn't hear? A horn, Daryl. Do you think that sound of that woman screaming is a horn? That's just insulting, okay? Ain't nobody hear no horn.
that was not just a horn
No, it wasn't. And you saying
that was heard on this video?
and nodding your head like this ain't gonna make me think it
I will
was.
stick with my original answer on that.
That ain't no horn, Daryl. That is not a horn. I hear drums. I hear some instruments, like percussion, some loud percussion stuff, and I hear a woman whom I'm pretty sure it was a black woman screaming. Okay. And then, dropping the F-bomb. That's what I heard.
So your original answer would be that you did not just hear a horn
Yes,
on this video that was
Yes.
being played.
That's correct.
that's correct. Still don't hear a horn. What you gonna do about
For
it?
the record, it was stopped at 6 seconds.
So would it be any reason that anyone else would have heard a horn?
Oh my God. Daryl,
Objection, speculation.
is there any reason why you know what? I ain't even gonna say that. Bad, Janine. Bad. I can't stand you, Daryl. I can't stand you, Daryl. You suck. I can't stand you, Daryl. You suck.
Grounds.
Sustained calls for speculation on the part of this witness.
Exactly. Speculation. That's how you use speculation properly, Daryl.
Did you at any time get a chance to read the report by Officer Butcher, who was standing right next to you during this event?
I did not read his report.
Did you have any conversation with him about what he may have observed or heard that evening?
Yeah, probably not, Daryl. You know why? Because after you drove through the parade, they were very, very busy, okay? There was a lot going on. It was that thing that you had just done. I know when you get the going, all you be thinking about is you and where you're going next. And you just don't care about all the shit that you leave behind you. Okay? But that's what they were doing. They were cleaning up your mess, dealing with your chaos. Still dealing with it today. While you sit in here and ask stupid ass questions that don't matter one way or the other. Just trying to kill 1,000 years so you don't have to go to this prison. But you going to the prison. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you going to the prison. Ain't no stopping you now. You on the bus. Going to the prison. Peace, Daryl. Peace. May the Schwartz be with you.
Can you clarify what you mean?
Did you have any conversation with Officer Butcher about what he may have observed or heard on that evening?
Oh my God.
I believe
I mean, you gonna need to be more. See, she's being graceful right now. I'd have been like, you gotta know what you done, right? Like, you realize that once you drove by me, chaos was in front of me, right? Like, you know that, right? Like, so what our conversations randomly were about, if we even had words to say to each other, seeing as how we were very, very busy. Daryl, just go to Hades. Just go to Hades. Just go. I can't. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to even finish this one. I hope he's wrapping it up here. But oh my God, yeah, no, he goes on for a little bit. Oh yeah, hell no. I ain't doing another 15 minutes of this shit. Oh.
that the evening that later after everything had calmed down, we had talked for a little bit.
Did he state to you that he had heard a horn beeping at any time during your conversation?
Objection, hearsay, move to strike
Grounds.
question.
Grounds.
Sustained. Calls for hearsay.
Do you recall what the conversation was about when you talked that evening?
I can't recall specifics, no.
Did you in any way talk about what had happened that evening
What
at
had
the parade?
happened?
It would be about the parade, but I can't, again, tell you specifics of what we talked about.
You don't recall?
I've already answered that.
But you're sure that you had some talks about what you may have seen?
Objection, repetitive.
I know that's right.
Asked and answered.
Oh my God, you and your grounds, honey. Get up under. You like the ground so much. Get up underneath of it. See if you like. See how you feel about that. Oh my God. You know how he is the devil. I can't even get the words out, y'all. He is the absolute devil. The fact that he could just sit here and talk about the place and the incident with the people who saw him in the midst of his horrible thing he was doing with a straight face and even look like almost disgusted by their answers. Like, oh, you didn't hear my horn? What kind of cop are you? I can't believe they let you wear that badge. Did you hear me honk my horn as I ran over the children or no? Like, Daryl, yeah. Off with this. I can't. I just can't. I can't do it. I can't do it anymore. I just came across this. I thought it was going to be funny, maybe, possibly, because it was a lady cop, and I knew he was going to be a dick, of course, which he is, of course. Oh, I just can't. Okay. All right. I wash my hands of you. Okay. And this is Perry Mason. Perry Mason, Daryl Brooks. He was really feeling lawyery today. I can't with you, Daryl. But now I don't have to. Because you are under the prison where you belong. And, you know, it just is what it is. And it does what it do. And it be what it be. And y'all already know what to do. Behave. You have to behave. Because I'm not going to do it and somebody has to. Don't look at me. I said I'm not going to do it. I refuse. Mama love you. Peace.